forward for the Portland Public School District as they try to address a $40 million shortfall.
Fox 12's Leah Kamanah joins us from district headquarters now. And Leah, the board made a huge decision last night. Now they wait to see what voters do today.
Kim, Shauna, the Portland Public School District unanimously voting to approve a $2 billion proposed budget, moving one step closer to several budget cuts in order to address that $40 million shortfall. Now, in an effort to address the reductions, programs, services, and staff positions will be affected at both the school-based and district-wide levels, including a cut of 65 positions in the central office. Programs that will be protected with this approved budget include core academic programs, job-embedded site-based learning, social, emotional, and climate support, student-facing academic supports, school leadership supports, arts and music, and athletics. But this approved budget assumes passage of the 2025 bond that is on today's Oregon special election ballot, meaning voters have a huge role in the district's future, with $1.83 billion on the line. Here are the details of that bond. It would be used to update and repair schools, improve safety and security, modernize Jefferson, Ida B. Wells, and Cleveland high schools, improve technology and educational materials, and update athletic and performing arts facilities. Yesterday, parents and students rallied outside Cleveland High in a last effort to drum up support.
My first assignment this year as a senior was to clean up fallen ceiling tiles that had fallen over the summer, and there was several trash bags full.
Well, the bond would be funded by property taxes, renewing the existing rate of $2.50 per $1,000. So now the district waits to see what voters decide. Then they have less than 1 month to finalize that budget, with a meeting scheduled for June 10th. Reporting in Portland, Leah Kamanah, Good Day, Oregon.